Hi, my name is Zubair Malik and I'm a director of Imaan Pharmacy. Imaan Pharmacies is a community pharmacy. We're trading now from 36 pharmacies. We set up as a group of friends getting together who had individual pharmacies, and we've come together and we formed Imaan Pharmacy. I'm pleased to say the majority of the directors are ex-Liverpool students, so we all shared a similar belief and we've pulled our resources together to set up Imaan Pharmacy. My role within Imaan Pharmacy now seems to be an overseeing role. I'm not unfortunately based at a particular pharmacy anymore, but I involve myself where I feel a particular pharmacy needs a little bit of help or we have any issues of any type. I'm personally involved in the expansion and the future direction of the pharmacy, and that is my typical day now. When I graduated in '96 from LJMU, I did my pre-registration year for a large multiple. I set up my first business in 2002. The skills that I learned during the pre-registration year, and importantly during the time at LJMU, allowed me to develop my very first business. It was imperative that I went back to basics with the customers and developed a rapport which they were comfortable with. That's what I based my success on my very first pharmacy. It is that model that I've used since then, and working with people of like-minded nature that has achieved what we've achieved today. The actual climate has affected the pharmacy business, not directly with the pharmacy prescription side, but what used to be done very quickly with the banks and associations has taken a long time. The overall business model is less affected, but obviously there have been massive cutbacks in the NHS, which inevitably has an effect on the pharmacy business as well, as with anything else. So in that sense, the times have been a little bit tougher, and we need to be more aware of the opportunities that are out there and how we can improve efficiency. Well, first of all, we're always recruiting pre-registration students, so that's the pharmacy graduate students. Now, what we're looking for there is the clinical skills we expect them to have. Now, what we're looking there is basically an individual that understands that they're entering a competitive environment and they're going to be working in community pharmacy face-to-face with their patients and customers. It's imperative that they have the ability to speak clearly to the individuals concerned, regardless of their individual backgrounds. The work the university does is vitally important because that has the fundamental clinical base that we rely upon. To some extent, I'm looking for a student that's got the graduate. I'm not overly fussed about a 2-1 at a first. I'm more bothered about can that individual communicate in the correct way and in the environment that's necessary in pharmacy. There are individuals that have got first-class honour degrees, but unfortunately struggle to communicate with people who walk into a pharmacy. The person needs to be comfortable, and that is more important. The knowledge should be there, and that's vital, but it is no good having the knowledge if you cannot communicate that effectively to your patient. The most important thing is to be honest in the application. Because sometimes when we're starting an interview, you're just asking basic questions, not to catch anybody out, it's just to make the person feel make them feel comfortable. If they've wrote something about a hobby or something to do with themselves which is not absolutely true, they end up tripped up straight away. And we're not there to catch them out, we just want to make them comfortable. So be honest. When we look at the applications, we are looking for someone that can work within our setup. Experience is vital, but not absolutely essential. But I would advise any student that can get any type of experience within the sector to do so, because that will allow them to talk about any experience they may have during that period of time. And that could be a decisive factor whether that person is successful or not. One of the exciting things that we want to do with the World of Work Career Centre is a pharmacy undergraduate programme, where we will be looking to offer undergraduates an experience, possibly up to 4 weeks, where we can take on students to work within our pharmacies. That will then enable us to select our pre-registration students. But even those that are not successful with ourselves, at least they'll have experience when they approach other organisations, and hopefully that will help them to talk about pharmacy, and they could learn from that experience programme. In the future, if we get this undergraduate programme working, There's nothing to stop an undergraduate working for us in the first year, second year, third year of his or her university life. And hopefully we'll be able to develop that, and that'll be beneficial for all parties concerned. All the World Certificate will show me that this individual has already done some research and has the necessary potential to become what I'm looking for, or what the community in pharmacy as a general is looking for. An individual with passion, a belief, and is not scared of hard work, and is out there to improve him or herself. In this competitive environment, you're always looking for individuals that are making them extra efforts to make themselves recognised. Being involved in something like this shows to me that the student really cares and they really want it. And we want students who want something themselves, who sets his own or his or her own goals. Unfortunately, we seem to get sometimes students applying because they've been asked to apply, and there seems to be no energy there in the application. There seems to be no energy in the interview, and they're almost going through it because that's what's expected of them. We want people who are focused and who have got a clear goal in their mind, and we want individuals like that to join our team and help us progress our team.